Hey guys, it's Jason, and welcome to the final farewell of the MoshCast. In this video, we're just going to be talking about our time, memories, as we say goodbye to the MoshCast from over the years. So, a little history about the MoshCast. This was under previous ownership before I came in, Josh came in, Julian came in, and we had a different crew back then. The previous owner was a piece of shit. That's all I'm going to say. But this started in March of 2020. And since then, despite the previous ownership, before me, Josh, Julian came in to kind of take charge. And this was before Lucas and Sid kind of took charge as well. So since then, we had some good times. We had some great guests. And we created some good memories, bad memories, with ex-members that regardless of who they are and how we feel about them, they all played a part in what the MoshCast became today. We never hit 100 subs, but it ain't that deep. Doesn't matter anymore, really. But again, I'm going to introduce myself. I am Jason, or Jason Plays on YouTube, which I'll explain more about that at the end. And I'm here, of course, with starting off with Lucas.
I'm trying to fix my cuss, man. Anyways.
Not allowed.
Fuck. Damn it.
No, it doesn't matter.
Damn it. Okay, The Rock. It doesn't matter what my name is, apparently.
It doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter what you think either. Anyways, hello. I'm basically dressed like a funeral, guys. It's basically the funeral on the MoshCast, so all black. You know the vibes. But yeah, today is a final goodbye. And actually, I'm glad it's over. Be ready to when we get to why, get the memories, get kind of similar to Crash and Burn. That's this time recording. But I got a lot of things to say about it. Just basically my experience and just a lot of memories I have for it. And yeah. Yeah. All right. Do you want me to introduce Steve?
Here I got. So next up we had another member who became owner during their time on the MoshCast. Sid, come on in.
Hello, it is me, Sid. It feels, I want to say bittersweet, but it's not. It was definitely a long time coming. There was a lot of shit happening behind the scenes that we will not fully get into, but we all kind of have our personal reasons for why we're ending not just this podcast, but the Crash and Burn as well, which that video will be up on that channel as well. And we will dive more into that, but this was kind of bound to happen eventually, and we'll just jump into it, and we'll talk about memories and things like that we had. So
yeah.
Jason, you go first, or you want me to go first?
So where should we start? I guess we can start with.
We could talk about why we're ending.
Why the closure is happening.
Yeah, I feel like that's the most important part.
So, Lucas, I'll let you start.
Me? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll let you start.
Me? Oh, yay. I can go on a shoot. I can go on a shoot. Yay! Without no restrictions. Yay!
God.
I'm not. I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm going to be mature about it. Hopefully. I don't have a suit with me right now. I'm probably wear it at the end. But basically why we're kind of in this is because similar to Crash and Burn, if people don't know, I'm going to college next year. Or technically 3 weeks from now. And it's a lot of pressure right now, a lot of things to adapt. And at least for me right now, it's difficult for me to try new things and adapt to that. I know for a fact I'm gonna be homesick. But a lot of behind the scenes shit, a lot of things happening with our ex-members, a lot of drama, controversy, people, stabbing us in the back, a lot of people, doing things that triggered us. And the biggest one for me just hit recently. And I'm not gonna get into his name. I'm not gonna mention any names right now. But unfortunately, it did happen. And unfortunately, people had to come and go. Unfortunately, and that's some of the reasons why that we decided not to do this anymore. It's not even that too. It's just because we just didn't feel like it, and just again, get into new music, whatever. I don't like doing it with other people. Just be real with you, I like doing it by myself. Um, just a lot, just in general, just a lot of new changes are happening, and I would rather do them and not just do it at the same time because it's just very overwhelming to do that. And I would rather, do something I'm happy about than something that I will forget about, 2 years from now or 10 years from now to do. Like, I would rather do something down the road that, I'm going to be very successful from than to do something then that, it's not going to benefit me 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 8 years from now. It just was a long time coming. Ever since I followed for a certain person that used to own this, that was unfortunately just gonna happen. And I just again knew it was gonna happen, and it just wasn't as fun as it used to be as it used to be. I tried my best to do it, but again, it's just that hard carry of doing things that just really just collapsed on me, and then that's when I was like, I want this done. I want this done. And I'll get into the reason why I'm going to college and all this type of stuff later on, but that's one of the reasons why we're doing that. Um, Again, if one of you two want to get on and do that, go do ahead, and I'm just gonna look back at memories or episodes.
I guess I can go.
Go ahead.
I guess my personal reasons, because I did also step down as owner, and then eventually, I mean, Lucas and I had been talking for like a few months now about this even happening in the first place, because we were just having our own feelings about it, and then we finally just collectively came together, and all of us were just like, I think it's time that we end the podcast, and we all had our own different reasons. I know for me, my reasons for this podcast are different than the crash and burn ending. I know for me, for this one, obviously I have a lot of stuff in my life happening at the moment. I'm dealing with a lot of medical shit that I'm trying to work through and improve. Obviously still work on my mental health despite the recent situation that Lucas and I had just went through. And working on myself still and not letting that situation kind of set me back and whatever may have you. But I feel like when I first joined this podcast, I had a lot of fun. And then as time kind of went on, it felt like a job, and it kind of felt like, oh, well, if you don't listen to this type of music, you're this, that, and that, or your music is shit, or whatever may have you. And I just feel like, and I'm not going to name names either, and I just kind of feel like my mentality has changed with music. Like I don't care what other people like. If somebody wants to listen to this thing and I don't like it, that's fine. I don't give a shit. But some things I have had to set boundaries on for my own personal feelings. But again, that doesn't mean like I literally don't care if you listen to the thing. I just need to set the boundary for myself, my sanity, and my sake. And if people don't like that, that's on them, not me. Sorry. I am finally doing the healthy thing and setting the boundary, and that's not my fucking problem. It's not. I'm not gonna feel bad about it, and I'm not gonna be made to feel bad about it because I did something for myself. And nobody should feel bad for anything like that. So it was that, and it was just, I focused more on other things than music at that point. Like, I focused more on wrestling and like horror movies and reviewing horror movies and things like that, and really just expressing myself instead of expressing the person that people wanted me to be. Because I've always been, and even when I was little, I've always been more of a movie person than a music person. And I still listen to music, obviously, that's not what I'm saying. I just listen to whatever. Like, my feelings with music are much different now than they were when first joining the podcast. I still had a lot of fun. I still loved doing it. I still loved meeting the people that I met. I'm still grateful to have met them. I have no hate, animosity towards them. I do wish them the best in life. I am grateful for the interviews that we've done. I loved this podcast. I did. But it was over time. It was really taking a toll on me mentally, and it just felt not worth it anymore. And I don't think that we should be in a spot where that's going to happen, because this was a hobby for all of us. This was not a job. It was supposed to be something fun, and it got to the point where it just wasn't fun for a lot of us anymore. So that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Jason, if you want to jump in and take over.
Lay the bomb, Jason.
You're damn right I'm taking over.
Lay the bomb, Jason.
So it's pretty much the same thing I said on the Crash and Burn closure. Yes, and again, you guys saw the title, the thumbnail, and the public announcement that was posted last week. Yes, we are indeed going to close this podcast. It's going to shut down. So here is my reasoning for literally agreeing with the closure and like being all excited for it. Same thing that Lucas and Sid said. It became a job. It started out fun, and pretty much over time, I got tired of it. My enjoyment went down. The drama that happened on both podcasts, and me like forcing myself to come on every single week. It wasn't fun anymore. My enjoyment went down. My motivation went downhill, and it got to a point to where we ended up stopping the weekly recordings. So we took a break like at the end of last year, but that didn't really help much. Real talk, it didn't really help much. Me stepping down and just giving away my ownership completely. Stopping the weekly recordings, like making it bi-weekly, it didn't help at all. It still felt like a job. It still felt like I have to do this, not me wanting to do this. Yes. And my reasoning for stepping down is because I want to do what matters to me. And at the time, I only just wanted to focus on being a senior moderator for a Minecraft server, and the name was One Block MC, by the way. And I guess I'll say this now. Over a month ago, I started my own YouTube channel. The channel is based on gameplay. I'm one of those YouTubers that does a Let's Play series on video games. In my case, it's on the horror genre.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll talk about the people who encouraged me to do this and my inspirations for the other YouTubers that inspire me to do this. At the end of this video, when we do our final outros. So basically, when I started my YouTube, I knew I was not going to be doing this anymore. I was just thinking about resigning and just leaving completely. But I wanted to stay until the end so I can basically do this video as well. Well, so basically, the gist of it is, it's a job. It's not fun anymore. I wasn't happy with it anymore, and I couldn't take the pressure anymore. Like, me being told every time to edit things out, it got annoying. Like, I'll be honest with you both, it got really annoying. So thank you guys for not telling me to do it anymore. I'll say that now.
I'm unedited right now. I don't give a fuck right now. I used to give a fuck, but now I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, thank you guys for not telling me to edit things out anymore, because I actually got sick and tired of it. And that's part of the reason I was losing passion and motivation for it, as well as it being a job. So basically, now I just wanted to do what I enjoy the most, and that is moderation, my YouTube. And the only reason it sucks for me is that this is coming to a close is because this was supposed to be a fun thing for us to do, but for what it became, I wasn't happy with it anymore. I did not enjoy this at all anymore. So I'm both a little bit sad. I'm both a little bit sad, and I'm happy for the most part that's ending, because I get to do what I enjoy the most, and I'm very happy I get to dedicate my time to those two things I mentioned going forward: moderating and YouTube. So
yeah.
that's what I'm gonna say for right now. I know I'm gonna say more as we go on, but I'll let you guys talk now.
Yeah, so let's talk about memories and talk about our first episode and what we thought about it and how it kind of evolved over time. So I will start off. So I think I started 2021, 2022. If I'm not mistaken, by Jason? Question mark.
Started in 2021, early 2021.
Early 2021. It was Slipknot. We're not your God. I used to hate that album, by the way. Used to hate it, but now I actually love it now. I mean, low key. I mean, I'm honest with you. I love that album now. Solid for Bump the Cruel, Liar's Funeral, well, those ones. But it just, again, it grew up more, when we did I Prevail with Lifelines. That one started to hit me. That one made me cry a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Those are the early ones I do remember. I'm gonna scroll through the episodes because I can. And then my favorite thing that we've done. Not fair. I'll do that later, actually. Overall, we just involved on music over time. Instead of just doing metal, we try to switch it up every once in a while. We did that for a little bit. That was fun. My favorite one, I know Jason doesn't really like it, but I really enjoyed about Albums Month. To really just see the disdain is just see the freaking groans of people. And just me getting pissed off with the records too. It's so much fun to get that reaction. And I know that over time it was just like, what the fuck did I do that for? Hell, I put a fucking dent in the wall. I put a dent in the wall because of this shit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
And it's still there. Not even fixed. Still there. And that was AJR, by the way, that we did.
No, that was on
Fall Out Boy, brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fall Out Boy. Was it Fall Out Boy?
Yeah, Fall Out Boy.
He couldn't even
No, it wasn't
remember
Fall Out
the
Boy, that
bad
was AJR.
album. It was so bad he couldn't remember.
Was it?
Yeah, I
Hold
guess
on.
so.
Hold on, was it?
No, because I saw the clip the other day on Instagram. It was Fall Out Boy.
Which, heads up, it's not going to be around anymore.
What the?
And yes, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, I do plan on deleting the Instagram accounts. Okay.
Got you. I guess it was. No, it was AJ. No, it was AJ. It was. It was the Neo Theater album. It wasn't Fall Out Boy. I don't think. But that also just the raging, just doing different albums I really liked. My favorite one to do was really just comes down to the couple. My favorite couple favorite ones to do. I'm gonna scroll through here. One that was definitely doing Iowa. doing the tribute for George Orson. What was also another one that I liked? The Bear Chief ones that we did, I really enjoyed doing the Bear Chief ones.
Mhm.
Those ones are really fun to do. What was another one that I didn't remember too? With what was it? What separates me from you? That shit was emotional. I know there used to be another member who used to be in there. I know we're not good friends with him now, or we don't associate with him now. But that episode overall was just
That was a great episode.
That was a great episode for all of us to come together, and during that time just to be really great friends around that time.
Mhm.
Turnstile also another person, one of my favorites too. What also? Yeah, there's so all the Metallica ones also really cool that we all did. And for me, I enjoy just doing like great just podcasts in general with music because I like exploring different things. I like doing different other things. So just doing like different themes and different other things was just so much fun to do. So yeah, I'll talk about the worst episode we did. The worst episode we have done. We'll talk about that when we get there. Whenever I did tell about the best episode, best moment, whatever case it is, or our favorite. Sid.
Oh God, I have so many good. Uh, are we doing favorite episodes or just memories? Are we doing those separate?
Both. Honestly,
Okay.
Jason, do we do both? Because why not? Full send.
I'll say both.
Okay. So I have a couple favorite memories. One of them that comes to mind, and we did post this, was Lucas had a soda, and I saw it for a split second. I was like, "Is that a Dr. Pepper?" He goes, "No."
No.
And I said, "Fuck." Another one, and I know Jason would appreciate this. I believe it was a Spirit Box episode, and Mantra said something about like Freddy or something, and I went,
I think that was
"Freddy,
me.
you're supposed
Supposed
to
to
be
be
on lockdown."
lockdown.
That was. Oh yeah, I was playing a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yeah, and then I went, "Vanessa."
Which you
That
guys
was
can also see my clip on YouTube when I played Security Breach for my Let's Play.
Check out Jason's channel.
Yeah, I encountered that moment, and y'all can see my reaction on that.
Another one is with a former member. And we were supposed to do Whitechapel. I think the album was called The Valley. Because a former member, Tom, wanted to review that album, and we had to change it last minute, so we decided to do a Wage War record. We start the new video, and the person said, "We're reviewing The Valley by Wage War," and literally within a second, we were all just like, "What? That's the wrong fucking band. Hello?" And we had to re-record, and it was so fucking funny. I think some of my favorite episodes, though, obviously the Beartooth ones. I didn't even talk about my fucking intro to the channel, but I will. I'll get into that. So obviously the Beartooth ones, I really enjoyed interviewing Caskets and Red Handed Denial. I think those were some of my favorite moments as well. I gotta add two others, and I gotta shout out our boy Mantra. The review of Eternal Blue, and when we did the tribute episode for Foo Fighters. I had a lot of fun doing those with Mantra. I love him to death. He's like family to me. Shout out to Mantra. I love getting his input when it comes to these things because he's so open-minded and so pessimistic when it comes to these things now, and not that he wasn't before, but I love talking to him about stuff like this. So having him on the podcast when we did, it was a lot of fun. And trying to think of any other episodes. I loved doing Predator Becomes Prey, even though there was some issues that had happened during that episode. I did have a lot of fun doing Predator Becomes a Prey by S9 Kills. I had a lot of fun with that album. When I joined, though, I specifically remember when it was. It was the review of Welcome to Horrorwood. And I feel like that was probably the perfect time for me to join, because me being who I am and my love of horror movies. I had something else I was gonna say, but I don't really remember.
You lost your memory?
Yeah.
I remember I was gonna say you're spooky. That's why you like it. You're spooky.
Yeah.
So I remember that episode, and I think I was not there for the whole entire thing.
I think you either joined late or you left early. I don't remember, but
something with my mom happened.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
And God, what was I dressed?
You were Billy Joel Armstrong.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. I was that. And then the next year I did Dom. And
and we did Dom and Rhea.
How ironic. How fucking ironic.
Uh-huh.
Even though now Dom doesn't do this, but
yeah,
the same.
It's fine.
It's fine. There's anything wrong with it.
It's fine.
But yeah, that's all I say about that. Jason, what was your favorite episode and kind of like your core memories that you enjoy?
There's a lot of it. I want to say all the interviews, and I enjoyed S9 Kills. I enjoyed all the Beartooth ones, the caskets, Conquer Divide.
The interview was awesome.
And I don't know, that's pretty much it that I liked.
State champs, come on now.
Oh yeah, state champs, that's right.
Come on,
we've done so many fucking reviews. I don't blame you for not remembering that.
I know. I have a big brain. Come on, I got a big forehead. Come on now.
Big brain moment. We love it. Do you have any specific memories or like funny moments, Jason?
Julian being a dumbass.
Lucas, don't even.
Keep your mouth shut. Julian being a dumbass. Lucas as well being a dumbass.
Thank you.
Oh, I have another favorite memory. I'll get into that after.
I guess one of the former members who personally I still associate with, also cracking some jokes. I don't know. We did a lot of episodes, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Also me being a dumbass, like pre YouTube me. like before me becoming a Let's Player.
The two other memories that I have is one, I think this was the Paramore episode.
Oh no.
Lucas, literally, we were about to do the intros and he just went whoop and fell on the ground.
You said hello TikTok.
And my second favorite is another former member. And I don't remember what video it was, but we were all just hanging out. I think this was like before we recorded the video, so we did like a behind the scenes thing for a while. And we were all just sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear, "Good God Almighty," and I just fucking lost it. I literally was crying laughing. This is when I was going by my legal name. So whenever I would watch that video back, I'm like, oh God. It was fucking hilarious, but it's so weird at the same time.
Yeah, because you didn't have your name now.
No, I was a completely different person in that video than I am now.
You basically did the Mad Hardy. You basically went to different gimmicks. Now you basically...
Delete!
Which one? Are you the broken one?
Yeah. Let's be real.
Oh shit. Oh, caught it. All right. So.
Oh, hello, I'll check. Oh wait, the TikTok's gone. Sorry, I forgot.
Did we get banned?
We got banned?
No. I deleted the TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Mine said account banned for some reason. I don't know why it did say account banned.
Yeah, sometimes it does that for some reason with accounts that are deleted. I don't really know why.
I was gonna say, like, we got banned. What the fuck did I do?
We were too damn hilarious.
TikTok doesn't like that, apparently.
Apparently not. What's
Hey,
the
it's
next
not
question?
it's not as bad as Twitter though.
Oh God. All right. Anyways, moving on. What's the next question?
I want to get into the worst. Now this is
I
a
have one.
I have one. I'm gonna let you go first, actually.
For me, I would say, and this hurts me to say, but it's when we reviewed the newest Red Handed Denial album.
Really?
And for me, I'll tell you why. You'll understand when I explain. For me, when we recorded that album, or the review for that album, I was in a really shitty situation. And I was kind of back at a spot where I was with an ex of mine. And I literally cried on that episode because of the situation that was occurring behind the scenes with somebody. 1 second. So it was going through that, and it was trying to navigate my anxieties and depression, and it was a lot. So I like remember some of it, but I also don't remember a lot of it because of what had happened during that time. And it sucks because I haven't really been able to listen to that album much since. So that's pretty much why I feel like that's the worst episode. There's also an interview that we don't have up anymore, that I don't really like to think about because it kind of makes me super uncomfortable. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. So yeah, I'm glad that video is not up anymore.
Oh shit! Come on! Why keep pressing the fucking intro? This thing, my fingers don't like me. Pause. I think for me personally, it goes to a couple other ones. This one that we did delete. I think it was. Oh god, what was it? I was there and I got pissed off. I remember I said something. God, what was it? I think it. Oh god, what was the name of that fucking band? What the name of the fucking band was? I forgot their names.
Do you remember the album?
No, I don't. But I would say, I'll say the worst one to be on personally, not just album related. It goes to a couple. The Rob Zombie one, the Runner Ejection.
Mm-hmm.
A day remembers you're welcome. I know I don't really hate that as much now, but I despise that record back then. I despise that shit. Father of All. That one.
Oh boy.
That one just.
I remember you were super upset about that one.
I remember I was out there legit gonna. I think I bruised a rib. I believe. I like balanced myself and I cracked my. I think I balanced. I cracked my rib.
Oh my god.
I'm a risky motherfucker. Just. Let's see. I'm thinking. No, that one's not too. No! Stop pressing things!
Oh my god.
Another one that I really didn't like, just looking back on it, what was it? Dirty Sex to Mars. That was not the one I was thinking of. But 30 Seconds to Mars was one of them. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I remember you came on, did a diss.
Very end.
At the very end, you just like disappeared. God, what was the band? It was
I dissed Jared Leto and just left. I remember that.
What was the band? The band is slipping my mind right now. It was back in 2021, 2020.
Oh, I wasn't there for this.
Oh, God.
Was it Attila?
No, it wasn't Attila. Even that one's got bad. That one's bad, too. We used to make fun of this person for this. We used to. Forgot. God almighty, what was it? I do not remember. I don't think Jason remembers either, but.
Was it, was this when, an old member was doing Instagram lives and I would join while you guys were recording?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Was it, oh God. Was it Mod Son?
Yes! It was that one!
Yay!
That one.
Jason's like, oh, that one. How can I forget?
Remember that one. Just, oh!
You were so... I was mad for you guys. I was in the Instagram live, listening along.
I was like, so, again, we were there, remember, and just other people in there. And, oh my God, I was like, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this shit? I remember just texting the other person, and I was like, dude, this is one of the worst records I've ever heard in my life. And I remember
mad.
I exploded. This is when you saw freaking the Antichrist come out. This is when you saw freaking Damian Priest come out at me over here. Freaking Jey Uso come out at me over here.
Jey Uso.
Like, I don't know what to explain. That record is just so terrible. Oh, I remember that day. I was like, you know, I wanted to quit that episode. I want to quit. I'm mind myself. I wanted to quit the podcast after that, but I didn't. I fucked it out. I fucked out. So, yeah, there's that. Man, now the ones that, okay.
Jason didn't answer. Gotta let him answer too.
I forget. My brain is smooth. Jason,
go ahead.
My brain is smooth.
Answer what?
What? Do you have any like bad memories?
I guess all the episodes with the old owner. The old owner before the torch was passed to me.
Fair. That's very fair.
You two know who I'm referring to. It's not Julian. It's not Julian.
Oh no, I know who you're referring to.
No.
We know.
Yeah, so that's all the bad memories. And a big fuck you to those episodes.
Yeah. So let's get into like our takeaways from doing this. I know we did this to a Crash and Burn, but I want to I know it's going to kind of be different because this is not wrestling related, but this is kind of more music related. I'll go first this time. I think for me personally, is to step out of your box when it comes to music, and don't be ashamed of what you like. Do listen to what you like. Every music that you listen to is a work of art. Every single drawing that you have is a different painting. What I mean by that is like it's going to be different colors of what people like and different drawings of what people like. You may not like a certain artist because of reasons, but that's what they like. And if you kind of restrict that, that's restricting them from being who they are. That's just how I see that. Now, my biggest takeaway from that is to always not just step out of comfort zone, but to step out to a zone where you can learn and where that you can try new things. Hell, I didn't expect me to listen to Turnstile, Style, or listen to fucking Spirit Bucks or Beartooth. Naruto was the one that Sid got me into.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. I didn't say you're welcome, but thank you. But just again, take intake of what other people listen to, and if you don't like it, again, that's on you. That's how you see it, and again, it's depending on how other people take it. If they're gonna like explode on it and talk shit about it, don't be with them. Don't. That's my biggest takeaway from that. Sid.
A lot of mine is similar to what Lucas was saying, but again, like I said, if people don't like what you like, that's fine. If you don't like something that somebody else likes, that's totally fine. Who gives a shit? Like whatever the fuck you want to like. If it's not hurting anyone, who gives a shit? I feel like another one of my biggest takeaways is, again, listen to whatever the fuck you want. Since I stopped really getting close to, or just not being as close to someone I was to before, I just started listening to what I want and not feeling guilty about it. Like, I really love 80s music. Anyone who knows me, really knows me, will tell you that. I fucking love 80s music. I listen to pretty much whatever I want to listen to now. As long as it's not harming anybody, I'm having fun with what I want to listen to, and that's that. I'm not taking it too seriously. If, people, I have friends that don't like what I like, and that's fine. My friends like things that I don't like, and that's totally fine. Again, and I said this with the Crash and Burn podcast, don't take shit so fucking seriously all the time. It's not worth it. It's just not. And don't disregard somebody's feelings towards something either. I feel like that's another big takeaway. If somebody has feelings towards something, don't try to dismiss it or make them feel bad about it, or whatever the case.
Jason, is there any takeaway from you from the podcast for you? I know you got a lot of things to say, but
yeah, I'm just gonna mention this. Right before I joined the MoshCast, I didn't listen to much rock and metal music, but ever since then, joining this podcast, it was from an episode that it's not up anymore. That's when I first joined. Me and somebody else joined. It was My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade. Since then, I embraced metal and have been loving it since. A few names that I want to mention for literally being an influence in my music taste. First off, I want to start with Julian. He was a part of it. Max, a former member of ours, Max Metal Rock Reviews, was a part of it. He gave me more bands to listen to, and same with Tom. If it wasn't for Tom, I wouldn't know Asking Alexandria and Lorna Shore, and a few other bands that he likes. Same for Max. I wouldn't know bands like Boundaries, any of these heavy metal stuff, Code Orange, Ice Nine Kills. Julian, Max, and Tom have played a huge part in my music taste. So to the three of you, thank you.
You know what? I'm gonna give some gratitude, for my taste as well. Yes, I don't associate with Julian now, and this is how life's gonna treat you sometimes. But I can't deny that he is the man that got me into metal music. He was the man that got me into it, and he was the guy that that got me some different bands to listen to, different genres of metal to listen to. And I can't deny, as much, as we don't associate from each other now, I do wish for the best for him, whatever. But, he got me into that shit. If it wasn't for him, there won't be no, like, Slipknot, Code Orange, Static X, a big one for me. Those type of things, that wasn't for that. Sid was also another big one for me too. That got me into this stuff too. Bear Tube again, as I said before. Motionless was one of them, by the way. And I was like, yeah, this right here, I love this. And specifically these two just got me into it. And then, Josh, got some, takes in there. Some other friends of mine got me into there. And, my mom and my dad also got me into this shit too. And they got me so much passion about it. And I'm very glad to really be where I am today and, listen to his music and, trying different things, I've never tried before. As much, as time went on, things have changed. But I will thank them for the music that they got me into. And then have a little bit of like my taste and my shit as well. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. So is there any like influences in your mind that kind of got you into the music as well?
I know for me, again, like Lucas has said, I don't really associate with Julian. Again, I do wish him the best. The situation happened. It is what it is. I'm not getting into it further. He got me more into Spirit Box, and I am appreciative of that. I absolutely love Spirit Box. Mantra is another one. He got me more into Foo Fighters than before. My mom is probably the biggest one. She would play 80s music around me all the time as a kid. And it has definitely influenced what I listen to today. My brother is another one. He got me into, bands like Korn, Linkin Park, Slipknot, and all the, Deftones and all the shit that from, my childhood, that I listen to a lot of. So I'm definitely appreciative of everyone who has gotten me into whatever, despite the relationships I have with these people and whatnot. I am still appreciative. I still am grateful for everything.
Yeah. So now basically we're basically gonna go into where we go from now. Where are we doing all this type of stuff? So I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Jason, go second. Sid, go last. Actually, I'm gonna switch it. Sid, you take over this one. Jason, then myself.
What am I doing? Where are we going
What's
from
next
here?
for you?
What's next for me is more diving into bettering myself, whether it be mental health or my medical needs, and furthering my journey on life. Working on just things that make me happy and not doing things to please other people, because it's exhausting. It really is exhausting trying to do things for other people and pleasing them instead of doing things that make me happy. It's just exhausting and not worth it anymore. So, obviously keeping in touch with everybody, because they all mean a lot to me. And chilling, vibing, do it, just hanging out, doing things to better myself is basically that. Maybe starting some stuff in the future with friends. I don't know, but there's more to come in my journey. I will say that.
One way to put it. Jason, I know YouTube and moderation is I know is that your thing, but what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck am I doing? Okay. I mean,
Yes, tell the
obviously-
people what the fuck you're doing.
So what the fuck I'm doing is I'm fucking doing YouTube. I'm fucking being a moderator,
Oh my god.
and those are the two things that actually fucking matter to me.
Oh my god.
What?
What else is? I mean, obviously aside from that, going back to college.
What?
Finishing off my college life, and just enjoy life again without the constant force of being in this Skype call every week. Just that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Just enjoy life again.
What?
And then obviously the two things I enjoy, I say it so many times, but I'm gonna keep saying it.
Yeah, you keep saying it, Jason.
You keep saying it. I'm
You
just gonna
scream
Stone
it
Cold
from the
you.
mountaintop if you have to.
Oh yeah, I will.
Shout it from the rooftop. Shout it from your freaking roof or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, will do.
Get a megaphone. Pull a CM Punk.
All right, will do.
All right, so let's now go into me. So
yeah,
what's next for the man himself? What's next for basically the Antichrist here, the anti-hero?
Oh my god. Okay,
so I was saying Jeff Hardy, but anyways.
Oh, okay.
So basically, what's next for me? You know, I said before I'm going to college next year, or technically 3 weeks from now. It's gonna be exciting to do. Gonna be exciting to do different things. You know, try to do actually carve my own path, do my own life, or like that. Because I'll be real with you guys. For the last like couple of weeks or so, a lot of people are trying to cling on to me. A lot of people trying to cling to shit that doesn't really matter to me, or cling to shit that that's trying to drain me or trying to exhaust me, whatever the case it is. Despite of being family members, or the case being called a cousin, whatever. The problem that I do have is that people, again, know they consider me like a big, like emotional support person, but I know that more. Now, I can do emotional support with other people depending if I feel good about it. I said before and I say it again, but I like doing different other things and doing that. Being goofy, just being myself, watching wrestling, or listening to music, or whatever case it is, just vibing with people, gaming with them, just doing different things, and just not doing the emotional shit, not doing that shit when I'm not feeling the best. And I'm doing better with that. But overall, it's carving my own path, improving, going to college, and really find who I am, go into therapy finally, and really find what Lucas is about. And yes, I moved some people out of my life this year, and I'm glad for that. I'm really glad for that, the way that things ended, even though some of the bad things that ended, and a lot of sour things that ended.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I can't, deny that, some people in life will be there for a season or a lifetime. But at least for me, it's just bettering myself, just being the best person I can be. And who knows maybe down the road. I don't know. Maybe again you can see me doing some freaking Dr. Pole shit. I don't know. Or me go join a band and touring and shit. You never know what's gonna come from me. You never know what happens in life. Some things in life, at least for me personally, they come unexpectedly, and it's like the best thing in the world. So there's that. So now we hit the closing remarks. This is when social media comes along, and this
hold
is
on a
when we
second.
say
Yeah, beforehand. So Julian messaged me saying that he wishes you two well, and the best in the future.
Well, I wish him the best in the future as well. That's all I can say.
Same here. Now,
All right.
it's shocking he said that, but
I'm not.
But again, I do wish the best for him. Again, he was a big part of my life that, despite the outcome of what happened, I'm glad for the blessings I got from him, and sometimes, you just need to separate from people. Sometimes you just need to get away from people, or just where the case it is. You just got to be you.
Things just happen, but no animosity, no hate. Things happen. Wish him the best. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
All I gotta say too.
And that goes for anybody that was a part of the podcast, minus the one that I didn't officially meet, but we all know who that is. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. So now we're gonna get to closing remarks, or
does anybody else have any messages, Jason?
No, but that's all I can say aside from thank you to the ex-members and thank you to Julian. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. No messages from everybody else. So I say let's just jump to the final outros.
Mm-hmm.
all right. So let's start with Sid,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do myself, and Jason, since you've been here the longest, this one's yours.
Oh, I'm going first.
No, you're going last.
Oh, last. Okay.
Gotta save the best for last, brother.
All right, because
Yes,
because I'm gonna have a long ass outro anyway.
Yeah, you probably would. Okay. I had a lot of fun on this podcast, despite the shit that I felt towards the end. I do want to give obviously a thank you to Jason and whomever was owner at the time. But specifically Julian, because he did bring me with the idea of doing this, because he knew at the time I was really big into music. So a big thank you to Julian for bringing me along on this journey, and I did have fun. Again, no animosity towards anybody. I had a lot of fun with everyone. Wish everyone the best in life moving forward, and that this goes for everyone, meaning Lucas, Jason, Josh, everybody that was still on the podcast. I will miss it. I will miss the memories. I will not miss having to get on every single week, though.
Same here.
I will not miss that.
Nope, I don't miss that too.
I'm not gonna miss being
shit.
told to edit things out.
Yeah, I will not miss having to wake up from a fucking nap to be on. I will not miss that.
I don't miss that either.
But yeah, despite everything, I had a good time with everybody. I loved doing it for a while. I had so much fun interviewing everybody that we interviewed. And I, hope people will still look back on these episodes and remember the journey that we had, and
the videos will always be up still.
Yeah. Obviously my socials will be below. I don't really do a lot of the same stuff that I used to. But there will be probably some stuff coming in the future. I'm not quite sure yet, but yeah, that's all I have to say. Lucas, what are you laughing at?
I just want the photo that you sent me on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I just see episodes and all them. I see fucking Stone Cold in a beer truck. I'll go ahead and start next. Anyways, By the way, Pete the Mullet, y'all. So I want to go ahead and just start things off, and take things off, and take everything off here. I really had fun doing this. I really did, and I don't miss, just doing this weekly, just scheduling this shit. I hate doing that shit. I hate scheduling things.
Exactly.
But despite of that, I really do enjoy being here. Really just to go into different music. Want to thank Mantra for give me a really interesting intake of life. I'd say that he's very, very, very pessimistic sometimes, and he's I don't know how to describe it, but he's just an open world. He's like a free roam person, in my personal opinion. This man will free roam. But I want to thank that, and again, Jillian, want to thank him for getting into music, bringing me on to this shit in the first place. So I want to thank him for that. Despite the things happening, I do bless for the damn things they given me, as I said before. So yeah, that's all I say about that. But thank you to again Jason. Thank you to also Sid to bring into great taste in music as well.
You're welcome.
And just being on here was just amazing to do. And I will miss it, and I will move on from life. But sometimes you gotta hit the next step in life. Life is basically a video game where you hit different levels. And sometimes when you hit different levels, you hit upgrades, and you have to remove some things out of your life. So there's that. And again, we can look back these as memories. I want to thank Conquer Divide for being also with us too. For interviewing with us before. And really good to interview those people. Those people are fucking amazing. So yeah, so I would say about that. Jason, go along, and I will close it out basically saying a song lyric that just came to mind.
So we want to begin this by thank you for your support since 2020, and of course I want to thank Lucas, Sid, Julian. I want to thank Emilio. I want to thank Josh. I want to thank Max, Melrock Reviews. I also want to thank Kevin, Core Progression Podcast. I want to thank James and Cassie.
James.
I want to thank Tom.
Hey.
I also want to thank Niah for the short run and the episodes that she's been on. Conquer Divide, The Big Climax. Riley. I want to thank who else? Erica. I don't know if I said her name already, but screw it. I want to thank Defy the Tyrant, especially Anthony, for being a great guest. Caskets, of course. I'm just gonna say the whole band, even though we got Matt and James only. Yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you guys for the memories. It's been a pleasure doing this. From now on, you guys can see me on my YouTube channel, Jason Plays. I'll link the channel down below. You can also find me on One Block MC if you play Minecraft on Java or Bedrock. Thank you to Harry for being an awesome owner. Shout out to you man.
There's a lot of people I know.
Hang on. I'm gonna shout out people that made me start YouTube. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Someone's messaging me.
My Discord's going off. I don't know why my Discord's going off.
All right, so a few people I want to shout out is Joseph Montoni. I want to shout out Durka Guy 3345, Xenix Masquerade, and Shane Misan. Thank you for being a huge help on my YouTube channel. And you four are the main reason why it's almost to 100 subs today. Even though I've only been around YouTube for a month, but I look forward for the future of the channel. So thank you for everything and for what y'all have done for me. You four are my best friends. So thank you guys.
All right. So for me, follow me at TikTok, Fates Red 336, and that's all I'm going to say. So from me, from Sid to Jason, today the music dies.
All right, everybody, keep
Thank
moshing
you.
and enjoy music, and enjoy wrestling as well. So thank you guys for the memories. It's been a pleasure. I wish you all the best in the future endeavors. Thank you again. It's been a blessing. Keep moshing and rock on.
MoshCast!